I just want to extend my gratitude and just say thank you very much to the man who just helped me fix this milling machine. My Kearney and Trekker Part 2, the knee installation Part 2, came out an hour and a half ago. Well, it's about 2 hours now, but an hour and a half after it posted, I got a text message from Keith Rucker. Keith said, "Hey, did you happen to run it with the, try the power feeds with the spindle running?" And I said, "No, I never even tried that. I didn't think about it." He said, "Well, on my mill, the power feeds won't work unless the spindle's running." I said, "Well, that's worth a shot, so we're going to give it a try then." So I fired it up, and lo and behold, it freaking works. It actually works, and everything works good, man. All the power feeds work. All the rapids is working just like it's supposed to. So, Keith, I can't tell you how much I'm thankful for you texting me or you watching the video and seeing that and helping me troubleshoot that, and suggesting me try that, because you just saved me a lot of work. I was getting ready to pull this thing back out and inspect the oil lines again, and that one little thing, just turning the spindle on, is what the problem was. So now it's making a little more sense. If you watch the video, and I showed this valve body here on the side, there was a circuit in there that I wasn't sure of, and it's attached. There's an oil line, and I showed it in the video. It goes all the way to the back of the column, and there's an oil line hooked to it, a hydraulic line, and I wasn't sure what that's for, but now we know that it's feeding off hydraulic pressure somehow from the column. That I haven't tracked that part down yet, so I don't know exactly how that's working. But once you turn the column on, it does take a few seconds. It's probably going to take about 6 to 8 seconds maybe for it to come up on the gauge. That may need a little bit of adjusting back here on the column. There's ways you can adjust it back there too. But it builds pressure and it works. So thanks very much, Keith. So the mill is fixed now. Whatever it is that I did, it actually fixed it. So we're getting hydraulic pressure, and the rapids are working, and now the feeds are working. Okay, so I think everything's working fine. We got lubrication. I see the pressure over here for lubrication. I still need to hook up the automatic oiler that bolts to the side here that provides way lube oiling. I haven't done that yet. That's not a big deal. That'll be next on the list, is getting that hooked up. I've got the little parts here that James sent me that hook all that up, okay? And I think that's going to be the last thing. Besides that, I need to figure out a coolant system for it. I haven't decided on that yet either. So anyway, enough with the talk. You want to see this thing run? I want to set it up. I'm going to bring the camera over here a little closer so you can see it running, okay? All right, hopefully you can see the gauge here. We're going to go ahead and fire the machine up. It's back here. Okay, so for all you safety Nazis. All right, you turn your spindle on up here on this switch, and we're going to watch the gauge here. Let me just make sure that y'all can see it. All right, spindle's on. There it goes, it's building pressure. So maybe about 10 seconds or so. Showing about 200. So there's our X movement. You see it with the handle here. And we can hit our rapid. All right, let's do our Y. All right, now we'll do our Z. Moving down, and it's coming back up. So I showed you before, wrap it up is still very weak on this. I don't know what's up with that. It may be lack of lubrication back there because it hasn't been lubricated in a long time. I don't know what it could be besides that. So it's actually stalling the motor. I pulled this cover plate off and looked, and the motor stalls. So I don't want to do that too much, but if I want to bring the table up, I can just power feed it up. This is our fastest feed right here. It's working great, guys. Getting about 210, 215 pounds on the gauge there. It's supposed to be between 200 and 225, so I think we're right in the range of it, proper operating. Shut that off, the pressure here stops. Well, I'm really excited about it. It's Saturday evening. I haven't even got to enjoy reading all you guys' comments yet for the new videos, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this one made, post it tomorrow, and go ahead and start making plans on getting the mill ready for use. We'll get the vise set up, and maybe we'll do some milling on that machinist vise over here now that we know it's working. So thanks again, Keith Rucker. I really appreciate you getting in touch with me about that. I really appreciate that. All right, guys, that's it, man. So to celebrate the mill actually working right, I went ahead and got everything set up here. We're going to make our first official cut with the power feed. Okay, so that's just a scrap piece of cold rolled. I didn't even measure what the OD is. Let's see. It's a piece of 2 7/16, and I picked out a 7/8 stagger tooth cutter. So what we're going to do is replicate milling a keyway, so we'll be going 7/16 deep. All right, I've already got it touched off, and we got a flat on there, and so we got to bring it up. See, I got the digital readout hooked up. I went ahead and brought out the mini cool from the Noga. This is the first time that we've used it. I went ahead and got it hooked up. Just happen to have a fitting from coil hose pneumatics from Philip. So I screwed that on there, and we've got that. And then I mixed up a bucket of cool mist right here. So we got the cool mist going, and I pretty well got her regulated. Let's find a rag. There's a rag right here. Okay, pull it out. You can adjust the air here, and you adjust the flow down here. So let's go ahead and bring it up 7/16. Alright, 437, 7/16. Alright, here we go. Alright, we engage the feed. Slow the feed rate down 1 notch. Making some shifts, guys. Getting a little bit of vibration on the bottom of the cutter. Making some steam off that cooler though. Check out our cut. Looks pretty good. Perhaps I could tighten this up a little bit. move the cutter in a little bit further and bring the overarm support in. It also works really well when you've got two of these. You got one on each side supporting it. But I think we did pretty good for our first official cut on the K&T with the power feed working. That was our first cut using power feed. I'm happy with it. We're doing good. We're almost there. We're about ready to use it. So thanks for following along with me. And we've had our trials and tribulations, but I think we're about to overcome all of them. So we'll see you later.